Hey folks, it's me again. And yeah, you know what? I'm actually driving, but I can't hear anything. This is so different compared to the cars that I normally drive, my own cars actually, where the internal combustion engine, the moment you start it up, is vroom. You know it's alive, the car has come alive, it's time to go driving. But this has no sound at all. See, I'm moving. No sound. I'm in the BMW 530e hybrid electric drive. It's a plug-in hybrid, yes, and I'm actually driving now on full electric mode. Now, the cool thing about this car is that you can drive up to 48 kilometers on pure electric, okay? Pure electric, without using the internal combustion engine. And sorry if you're looking at the back of my head now, because I'm trying to get out of my area here. And you can drive up to 140 kilometers per hour. Let that sink in for a second, yeah? 148 kilometers an hour on pure electric. I'm still in electric mode right now. I've charged up the car. It's 100%. I'm driving in full electric mode. The engine hasn't even kicked in yet. The engine has not kicked in yet. It's full electric. It's quiet as anything. With a combined output figure of 242 or 52 brake horsepower, 184 from the engine alone, and the rest of it is from the electric motor. So just imagine the kind of power you are getting. And I'll give you an example. It's 0 to 100 in about 6 seconds. You hear that sound? That was a bike. I am not making any sound at all, okay? So yeah, driving the 530e is just absolutely unbelievable. Of course, it's using BMW's twin power engine. So you're getting a twin turbo motor. And when it kicks in, it's pretty brutal. You've got 4 different driving modes. I'm now in normal. I mean, the default mode is normal. And I can switch from sport to comfort to eco pro and adaptive, where it actually learns the way you drive. So I'm just keeping it in normal now, okay? I'm stopped at a traffic light. Of course, the engine has gone off. The engine never really came on, really. So it's just an unbelievable drive. 235 kilometers per hour top speed. With everything combined. But in more sedate driving, like if you were driving from here to Penang on the highway and just cruising at you know, legal speed limits, guess the combined consumption figure, the combined fuel consumption figure. Take a wild guess. Okay, I kid you not, BMW claims 2 liters per every 100 kilometers. So for every 100 kilometers you drive, it's only sipping 2 liters. 2 liters. Now, you let that sink in for a while. This is a 530e 5 Series. It's a big car. That's better fuel consumption than a Toyota Prius. Yep. That's a better combined fuel consumption figure than anything I can actually think of. That is almost like my scooter consumption figure, which is like basically nothing. So I'm moving on now. The tick-tock that you hear, yeah, I'm actually using the indicators. So yeah, BMW drivers do use their indicators. Contrary to popular belief. The weather has been absolutely horrible. I mean, it's great for, you know, the plants and the ducks, but as far as photography and absolute driving is concerned, it's not the best. But you know, we make do with what we get. We can't really determine that. Only you know who can. But okay, for one thing about test cars, yeah, there's 0 tint. They don't give us test cars with tint, which is fine, because that's up to the owner to do. And whether he or she wants to adhere to the JPJ regulations of, you know, 70, 30, 35, it's up to them. But most test cars don't come with tint, so it's really hot. And now it started to rain. So remember, take your vitamins. But before I end this very quick in-car review, just remember to head on to www.piston.my. This is where the bulk of the review will happen. In these videos, as I told you before, are just little add-ons, little in-car impressions as I'm driving along by myself to try and return this to BMW Malaysia. But other than that, oh my gosh, I drove this thing up to Genting the other day for the XC40 launch, which you can actually see in the website. And from sedate and quiet, this thing transforms itself into something quite the opposite once the road's clear and it gets, you know, the twists and turns come into play. You do not want to mess with this car. Don't forget, it's still got 252 bhp. and a colossal combined torque of 420 Newton meters. 420 Newton meters. That's like diesel kind of torque, if you think about it. Diesels have always been very, very torquey. And so yeah, 420 Newton meters of torque is no laughing matter. It's not something to thumb your nose at. That's some really, really good torque figures there. I just said thank you to somebody who actually slowed down and let me cut in. Will wonders ever cease? Somebody actually let me cut in on the federal highway. Wow. I'm gonna do it again. Okay, thank you. Yeah. Are we getting better at our manners on the road? I hope so. I mean, that's 2 for 2. Twice I've tried to cut out and twice they've let me. Maybe they want to have a look at the car, because yeah, it looks slightly different from other cars. It's got the E badge and of course the eDrive at the badge at the side. I'm passing another one, but that's just a regular 5, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's just a 530e. So yeah, from the outside, apart from the badges, you'd be hard pressed to tell the difference. It does come in a very nice color though, which which you can see in the feature article that's going to come out on www.piston.my. But okay, I'm rambling. I did tell the spokesperson at BMW Malaysia when I got back from Cyberjaya after picking up the car, kind of lamented, "Why do you do this to me?" And she goes, "Why? What happened? What's wrong?" I said, "Nothing's wrong. Your car's too good." So yeah, in this line of work, we're always trying to find the pros and cons to every car that we review, and the job's getting harder these days because cars are getting so good. I'm not saying they're perfect. No, they're not perfect yet. But this one comes pretty close because I'm still in electric mode. I haven't used a sip of fuel yet. My range meter has not moved at all. I think the only time I actually used fuel was when I drove this car back from Cyberjaya to see how fast it was, and yeah, it was pretty quick. And also to go up Genting Islands for that Volvo XC40 launch. Other than that, I've not used any fuel. And I'm still not using any fuel because I'm still fully charged. And I've got another 27 kilometers to go on full electric mode before the battery runs out. And then, as I'm driving, of course the engine will kick in at any time if I floor the throttle or if I run out of juice in the battery. But at any given time, lift your foot off the accelerator and the battery will charge itself from the kinetic energy that's lost during braking or slowing down or hitting the brake pedal. The battery charges itself. And I remember coming down from Genting Highlands the other day after that event. I managed to charge up the battery for an additional 3 kilometers. So yeah, 3 kilometers from just driving the car down from Genting Highlands. Don't put your foot on the brake the entire time. Now this bodes for every car, every vehicle actually. Do not keep your foot on the brake the entire time you're coming down from Genting Highlands or Cameron Highlands or Fraser's Hill or anything like that, because you will burn your brakes. You know that smell you get? I mean, it's not fuel, it's not oil, it's a cross between brakes and clutch. You'll know when you smell it, when your brakes are cooking. You can smell it. You will always smell it behind big trucks and lorries coming down from Genting Islands. They have no choice but to actually keep their foot on the brake, and because they've downshifted to the last gear possible, and the truck is still moving too fast. So yeah, that happens a lot to big trucks. There has to be something better that they can do, honestly, because it's not the best way to drive down an incline, keeping your foot on the brake the entire time. But yeah, so I'm still trying to get the engine kicked in now. I'm not really sure if the engine's kicked in because it's so quiet. Okay, I think the engine has just kicked in because I'm doing 120 kilometers an hour, and of course I shouldn't be because it's raining. But I'm trying to really, you know what? I'm not sure if the engine's kicked in or not. Really, because the car is still so quiet. NVH is unbelievable, really unbelievable. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. It's just a short one to let you know that I am actually driving the 530e, and this is just another step, another progression of what's happening with the automotive industry. I mean, this is where we're going. This is where we're heading. Twin power systems before we get into full electric someday. or you know, solar or whatever. Twin power systems seem to be the best match between what we have and what we don't have. So, well, the rain just stopped, just like that. The weather's gone a bit mad, hasn't it? I think it has. So yeah, just like that. Okay, the wipers have gone off. See, I didn't even touch the wipers; they're on auto. There's a lot of things here that in this car that, you know, has taken away the responsibility from the driver. Lights come on at night if it's too dark, just leave it on auto. Wipers come on if it starts to rain, just leave it on auto. And with autonomous braking and autonomous driving coming soon, you might not even need to touch the steering wheel. And in that respect, you might not even need a review anymore. Whoa, I'll be out of a job. Anyone hiring? I make pretty good coffee. I do. Okay. Alright guys and gals. I'll see you all next time. In the meantime, I'm going to enjoy this car a little bit. I think the engine's just gone off. Maybe. I don't know. I cannot find anything I don't like about this car. Give me something I don't like. Okay, why does it have paddle shifts? This car doesn't need paddle shifts. You're not going to drive this car like that in a F1 car. But hey, you know, paddle shifts, what the hell? Why not? Ah, okay, maybe one thing. Since they've got paddle shifts and it's an auto, I don't think we need this gear stock anymore. Yeah, I think like the 2019 Honda Accord, which I shared the video on Piston.my's official Facebook page. No more gear stick. Never needed one anyway. I mean, if you're gonna go full auto anyway, you just need a button, one for R, one for P, and three buttons, one for R, one for P, one for drive. Drive, park, and reverse, and that's it. Then you've got maybe paddle shifts to play with the gears if you want to. So yeah, say goodbye to the gear stick, because before long I think this thing is gonna go. This thing is gonna go. I mean, it's quite nice. It's ergonomically designed and it feels quite good to touch, and it's almost like reassuring to have a gear shift there. And oh yeah, you can play with the gear seat. Like, there you go. I can put it into manual mode if I want to. But nobody does that anymore. Nobody does that anymore. They just put it in D and leave it in D and just drive. And that's it. So yeah, I think we might be seeing the demise of the gear stick very soon. I mean, we've already seen the demise of the handbrake lever. There's no more handbrake lever. It's just a button that you pull and push to activate and deactivate. I'm still using my smart tag, because the reports on the RFID system have not been that great. So I'm still using my smart tag, and hopefully my smart tag still works. The second generation one has a lot of bugs in it. The digital display doesn't work anymore. So yeah, let's hope that works. So in the meantime, have a great day. Do remember to pack an umbrella. Work, please work. Yes, it works. Do remember to pack an umbrella because it's the weather's been just a bit mad. Oh, an M5. Shall we chase an M5? No. Discipline. Bond. Discipline. So, okay folks, I'll see you all later. Sorry about my voice, just a little bit under the weather. I have no idea what happened. I think it's because of the weather, and it's got my voice all gravelly, and so no karaoke for at least another year. Okay, see you all. Bye bye.